One. G'day, everybody, and welcome to We'll Never Be Royals, the podcast where we talk about royal scandal. I am Rossi, and that is LK. Hey, mate, how's your shit?
I meant to come up with something to say. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm in Nashville. It's very hot. Lots of fried chicken. You?
Amazing. That sounds gorge.
It's not. Nashville's actually a bit shit. Okay, it's fine, but you'd think it would be a lot cooler. Like producer Rob said to me this morning, Nashville is actually like if Taylor Swift was a city. Like it's fine and great, but maybe a little bit basic.
Yeah, but isn't it just like one part of Nashville that's super cool, and then as soon as you go like 3 streets from the main bit, it's not cool?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And it's expensive. Look, I'm being unfair. If you're from Nashville, I'm sorry, but I would way rather go to New Orleans, you know?
See,
Sort of similar vibe.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm the only person in the world that didn't like New Orleans. Like, I just thought it was a bit
No.
like, isn't it just Europe 100 years ago?
Um, yeah, that's cool.
Is it? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, let's make more cities hate us. Where else have you been that you didn't like?
No, that's it. That's it. Let's not dig this hole any deeper.
Okay.
Mate, couple of things.
Yeah.
There is a lot of heat on our Instagram re Richard III being framed.
Oh, I did see we got an Instagram comment from someone called King Richard III, and I was like, oh, what's happened here?
Yeah, see, he's even coming to get you.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm willing to be corrected. Sure, whatever. If you've got updates, we'll broadcast them. We're here doing a public service.
I mean, I love it. I think these people follow us for the conspiracy theory part of our podcast.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Maybe we should do a special season that's just conspiracy theories. And maybe we can start some.
I think that's great. Let's do it. What there was something else I need to say about last week. Oh, guys, we sent our first ever newsletter this week.
Oh,
So if you're not on the mailing list, get yourself on the mailing list. Go to our website, lkandrossi.com, and sign up. If you received the newsletter, we'd love to hear how much you loved it. And if you didn't love it, keep that to yourself, I think.
yeah, get stuffed. I thought it was great, personally, because it was you really spearheaded the newsletter, and I was just final approval. And, I didn't even have to add any thoughts. We've just done it all. So gold star for Rossi.
Mate, have you got any royal news?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Paz, the Queen supports Black Lives Matter, and on Friday, which is today, there's going to be official remarks by her first Black Lord Lieutenant of Greater London, whose name's Kenneth, on Channel 4, talking about how the royal family support Black Lives Matter.
Isn't she about 12 months late on this movement?
Yeah, but I also think she's not technically supposed to speak out on shit like this, so I think it's a compromise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Because I think technically,
It's a political issue.
yeah, even though it's not,
It's a human rights issue.
Yeah, yeah. So good for her. Good for them.
Okay, that's good. This was a couple of days ago, but you jumped on the Kate is missing conspiracy theory.
My mum was all over that. She was like, "Do you think she's up the duff?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." I could see her going for number 4.
That is a great shout. I didn't think of that. I just thought, well, it's August, and basically Europe closes in August. No one does anything. So that's 30 days of, you can write off 30 days. So then there's another 30 days where she hasn't been around.
Yeah, but every time she's preg, she does get what we call Kate Middleton disease, where she, I presume, just gets real sick and has to be hooked up to all the things.
Yeah, she does get that horrendous morning sickness. So yeah, let's see. Maybe a fourth one. I hope it's a girl.
Yeah, me too. And I think it would be because,
Yeah.
like, everything goes really well for them and is, like, just it would fit the fairy tale, you know?
Yeah.
Boy, girl,
Everything.
boy, girl.
Yeah. Everything's coming up roses for them.
Yeah. Except for the whole Harry Meghan sitch.
I think that's probably good for them, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um, Prince Andrew has been served with the papers by Virginia Roberts.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, so he has 21 days to respond to the allegations, or he faces a default judgment.
Wow.
I don't know what
He's
that
probably just
means.
going to face a default judgment,
Do you
right?
know what that means?
I mean, I think it's just the judge decides without his input.
Oh, okay, got it, got it,
Yeah.
got it. But he was served and then he ran to Balmoral to be with his mum.
Mm. I mean, she's old. She doesn't need to be putting up with this.
She doesn't need this shit. Her husband died
No,
this year. Give her a
I know.
break.
Yeah, Andrew. Whew. Speaking of Phil the Greek, I said on Instagram this morning there's going to be a new Phil the Greek documentary that features William and Harry talking about Phil the Greek, and it comes out on the BBC in 11 days. 10 for you, in fact.
um, I did see that too. I think it's all the grandchildren though, right?
Yeah, but do you care about the other ones?
Maybe George will have something to say. Maybe we'll finally get to hear something from
Oh.
George.
How old is he now? Like 7?
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Yeah, he's old enough to string
Yeah.
a sentence together. Yeah, interesting. Um, and then the only other news story I found was that pregnant Beatrice is out and about wearing stripes. She looks great.
Yeah, she does look good, doesn't she?
Yeah. She's really pulled together this outfit. It's dicey wearing stripes when you have a bump, but she seems to be way better at the stylist thing than Eugenie. Because remember when Eugenie did her post baby shoot and was basically wearing soft pants? Not to be rude.
Yeah, she really was. Yeah, I mean, she hasn't. Beatrice hasn't had the baby yet, so let's hold our judgment.
Okay, but so far all the pregnancy photos have been really good.
Yes, we'll give her that. She does. She's doing pregnancy well.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I got. What do you got?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, guys, it's a tough time to be doing a podcast about the royal family. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but I think this christening is going to have we talked about how they're bringing bloody Wilbert over to London? Did we talk about that already?
Not on the pod, we haven't, no.
Oh, yeah, I forget what's recorded and what's not at this late stage. But Harry and Meghan are reportedly in London getting their shit together for this christening. So that's going to produce some tabloid fodder that we can have opinions on,
Yeah,
surely.
okay. That is great. Thanks so much for that. We
Yeah.
really needed a bone. So
Yeah.
we appreciate. I knew there was something else I had to talk to you about. It's not really royal family related, but it's LK and Rossi related.
Oh, yep.
So you know how ABBA are doing this bloody comeback tour?
Mate, I've never loved anything more. Yeah.
Do you like ABBA?
I love ABBA, yeah, sure. Who doesn't love ABBA? But I also love the concept of ABBA and that they're going on tour as holograms and they're just like, yeah, fuck you, we're ABBA. Like, I love that.
I know, but that's what I want to talk to you about, because you have this idea about holograms being the new thing and that we should definitely be a hologram, and then ABBA doing this bloody hologram tour.
I know, it's like they took my idea and ran with it and I'm not even mad.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I called it. Like, I called it. Did I not call it like a couple of weeks ago?
You did. You really did.
Wow. What a woman. That reminds me, I keep forgetting to check my Mattel stock that I bought for Barbie. If I'm so good at predicting trends.
Right. Okay. You
Can't
just want
remember
to
my
have a look at
password.
your ComSec. account right now?
Yeah. It's Robin Hood, but
Oh,
same,
sorry.
same.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just real quick, it would appear that I don't know how to read the report. So never mind.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Stand by. We'll update you guys next week.
Yeah. Put a pin in it.
Okay, mate. Today, love how I always say that. Today.
Today, on Saturday,
Today we're going to be talking about Mary, Queen of Scots.
love it. Is she the inspo for the what's the queen in Alice of Wonderland that's really evil?
Uh, mm, the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Uh,
Same, or diff?
I don't know, actually.
Hmm. Anyway, I don't mean to intrude on your story. Go on.
Okay, do you know anything else about her? Any?
Okay, I think I remember from the Henry VIII episode that she is Henry's daughter. Is she?
Niece.
Niece, okay. Was she a ginger?
She is a ranger.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and was she, I don't want to spoil it, but was she also like a virgin for a very long time or something? Was that her?
Nah, don't think so.
Okay. Okay, then that's all I know.
Okay, all right. I'm going to tell you about Mary, Queen of Scots, Mary Stuart, or Mary the First of Scotland.
Love it. Love
Yep,
Scotland. Love Outlander.
me too. I
Bring it.
am Scottish, so
Oh, that's why you're a bit ginger.
probably. So she was Queen of Scotland from the 14th of December 1542
Oof.
until her forced abdication on 25th of July 1567.
Oh, that's a good run.
Is it?
Oh,
I
it's
don't
not
think.
Biz level, but
Yeah,
1500.
yeah, that's right. Okay, fair enough. So she took the throne when she was 6 days old because her father died. I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of
That's
good decisions made by infants on the throne, I'm sure.
yeah.
So as you mentioned, she was a Tudor. She was Henry VIII's sister. Margaret was her
Yep.
grandmother,
Oh, okay. Yep.
her paternal
I can track
grandmother.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Love it.
My next note says that she was a ranger, just to
Excellent. Yep.
really get that in there.
And presumably very, very pasty.
Yes, yes, very pasty, like almost
Mm,
translucent. Like
yeah.
Scotland is really cold. There's no sun there
Yeah. Especially if you live in a
ever.
castle, like not that many windows.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Got it.
And I don't think being tanned then was cool.
No. No.
No, because
Yeah.
like I think the fair skin is shows prestige because you don't have to work outside in the fields.
Yeah. That's why like women back in the day had parasols.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay. Right. So she was Queen of Scotland, but she and every Catholic in the land believed that she had the right to the English throne.
Okay. Because England and Scotland were the same.
No,
Okay.
not quite, but I'll explain. Okay. So
Okay.
remember Henry VIII episode?
Yeah.
His eldest daughter, Mary Tudor, that he had with Catherine of Aragon.
Yeah.
She took the throne after Henry VIII.
Okay.
Then, when she kicked the bucket, the only remaining sibling that she had was the daughter that Henry had with Anne Boleyn.
Yeah.
which is Elizabeth the First.
Love it. Okay.
But she is considered an illegitimate because,
Mm.
this was when he tried to turn everyone into, is it Protestants?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. And made up his own church. So the Catholics think that everyone after Mary Tudor is an illegitimate child of Henry VIII.
Yep. Got it. It's like some people don't view the Spice Girls' third album as a real album because Jerry wasn't involved.
It's precisely like that.
Yeah. Got it.
Also, Henry VIII conveniently left the Stuarts, which is Mary's family, out of his will,
Right. Okay.
knowing that she could have some right to the English throne.
I see.
Anyway,
So nasty.
so nasty. Anyway, when Mary was very young, Henry had this great idea that Mary, Queen of Scots, there's a lot of bloody Marys in this story, Mary, Queen of
Yeah.
Scots, should marry his son and heir, Edward, who was the son he had with Jane Seymour.
Yeah, the sickly one.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
Henry wrote up a contract. It's called the Treaty of Greenwich, and Mary was 6 months old at the time, and the contract stated that when she was 10 years old, she would go to England, marry Edward, and then there would be some alliance between England and Scotland.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Very economical.
Yes. And, Henry's getting more of the pie.
Yeah. And Scotland is like still very Catholic, right? Even after Henry fucks around.
Well, so while Mary Queen of Scots is an infant and can't actually, run the show,
Yep.
lots of people kind of, try and run the show. But one bloke in particular, Cardinal Beaton, he was very prominent, and he was a pro-Catholic, pro-French agenda.
Okay. Because he was a cardinal. It tracks.
Exactly, right? So you can imagine how much this pissed off Henry VIII.
Yeah.
So he didn't want Scotland to have any alliance with France.
Yeah, because the French are all Catholic as shit and they hate the English and they're just so French and that could be annoying.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's lots of argy-bargy. This bit is a tiny bit boring,
Mm-hmm.
but Mary doesn't have to end up marrying Henry VIII's son.
Okay.
And bloody King Henry II of France pops in.
Love this.
And he says, hey, Mary, why don't you marry my son? He's 3 years old. His name's Francis. Let's tee this up.
Oh my God, Francis, the King of France, is adorable.
I know. Anyway, Mary loves that. Well, whoever's in charge of Mary at this time loves that. Yeah. Sends her off to France, and she lives there for a while, and then she marries Francis as soon as possible.
Great. And everybody's happy.
Well, for a short amount of time, because unfortunately Francis dies.
Oh.
Guess what he dies of in the 1400s?
Tuberculosis?
No.
Syphilis?
No. It's something unexpected.
Oh, herpes. Is it sexually transmitted?
No, it's not sexually transmitted.
Oh. Does he fall off a horse?
It was just kind of in that area.
Is it something to do with fire?
No. You will just keep guessing until the end of time, won't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you. He died of an ear infection.
Oh no!
I know, what a shit thing to die of.
Oh, that's so 1500s of him.
I know. Poor Francis.
Poor Franny.
I know.
Okay, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer. So Mary's a bit dev, but she finds herself a second husband. This
Oh,
bloke's
love
name's
it.
Darnley, and he's also her cousin.
Okay.
Yep, obviously.
Yeah, as you do.
Yep, because he is also a grandchild of Margaret Tudor,
Okay.
which is Henry VIII's sister.
Yeah.
Now, this is seen as a massive move for Mary, Queen of Scots, because it strengthens her right to the British throne. And she didn't ask anyone's permission to marry this bloke. She just went ahead and did it. And she said it was because she was so smitten. But
Oh,
it was also super convenient that it strengthened her case as the rightful British heir.
yeah. Also, is it even worse if you marry your cousin because you're like in love with them? There's something extra creepy about that. Like, it's one thing if your dad told you you have to. It's another to be like, of all the men in the world, I love that one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so this incest thing is it's super weird, right?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't
It's
like
super
any of
weird
it.
that they don't think it's super weird, that they just do it so that they can keep everything in the family.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
not okay.
Anyway, turns out Darnley's a bit of a flog, and Mary gets pregnant, and Darnley thinks that he's not the father of the child, but that Mary's private secretary is the father of the child.
No.
Yep. So he kills
Oh.
that bloke, kills the private
Oh
secretary.
no. Oh.
Hmm. And
Oh.
then after, not that long after, Darnley is in a house and the house gets blown up and he
Mm.
dies.
Just a happy coincidence, was it?
Happy coincidence, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, then Mary suddenly marries the only suspect of killing husband number two, Darnley.
Wow, what a go-getter.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like Mary was involved in killing her second husband.
I know we wouldn't say it if it was a man, but I do like her proactivity as a 1500s woman.
I know, right? She just gets it done.
She just gets it done.
Yep, she gets
And
an
is that
idea.
baby. Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry. She just gets an idea in her head and she goes for it.
Yeah. Yeah, we need more of that.
Yeah.
Is that baby Charles?
No, it's
Oh.
bloody. I think she names him after her father. I think it's
Mm.
James. Yeah, James the sixth.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So she's on her third marriage having a great time. Is she still in France?
Nah, she's back in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
This
Yep,
is
love it.
this all the second husband and the killing all stuff happens in Scotland. So
Okay.
she's on her third husband. This Blake's name's Bothwell.
Great name.
Great. And then this relationship, the swiftness and the potential murder, is
Mm.
said to be the inspiration for the plot of Hamlet.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Old mate Wills didn't mind getting up in a historical royal family, did he?
Yeah, loved it. Loved the scandal,
Yeah.
much like us.
Yeah, he probably would have made a good podcast.
He probably
He's a
really
bit long-winded though, to be fair.
he is. He is. Anyway, so this is a massive scandal at the time. I mean, it's a massive scandal. It would be a massive
Yeah.
scandal today. Massive scandal is not taken well by the Catholic Scottish people. So basically, Mary was not very welcomed on the throne. So she abdicates and
Oh.
she leaves the throne to her infant son and she fucks off to England.
Wow.
Yep.
Do they like her in England or are they just like, oh, fuck off, Mary?
Well, she goes because her cousin, Elizabeth I, is in England, right?
Yeah.
So as
Yeah.
as kids, they were mates and they would write letters to each other. And probably when they were kids, it probably started off the letter, "Hey, babes." But
Yeah.
as the years went on, it gets a bit more heated. So by this time, they're probably just saying, "Hey, hey, mole,
Yeah.
I need a place to stay."
Yeah. Can you bowl me a ciggy? That kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, but obviously, Elizabeth I feels very threatened by having Mary
Yeah.
Queen of Scots. Oh, hey, Kesha.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sorry. I got distracted. So Elizabeth I feels very threatened by
Yeah.
Mary Queen of Scots. So she locks her up for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the Tower of London or somewhere else?
No, somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. That would have been poetic, but
Yeah. Sorry. Well, maybe it was the Tower of London, but I don't know.
yeah,
I think it
let's
was
say it
somewhere.
was.
And I think it was somewhere in the country. I don't think it was even anywhere
Okay.
good.
Well, maybe someone with the Insta account Queen Mary underscore of Scots will let us know.
Okay. Please do. Um, so there was a lot of pressure on Elizabeth I to um, sign the deed for Mary Queen of Scots execution, but Elizabeth was very reluctant because she was the Queen of Scotland without a doubt, and
Mm,
so queens and kings are godly figures. So Elizabeth I had real internal struggle about what to do about that, and so she didn't do
yeah,
anything for a long time.
right. That
Um,
is tough, whether to behead your cousin or not.
yeah, exactly.
Tough gig.
Yeah, and she obviously didn't get that need to murder from her father, so that's good for her.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so Mary Queen of Scots is locked up for 20 years and she finds a mate who starts writing to her, but you can't just write to Mary Queen of Scots in in prison. So he starts, I don't know how, but he smuggles letters in through beer barrels.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it
Um,
so much.
huh?
Do you think they had the letters had like a that candle wax stamp to seal them
Yeah,
too?
probably.
Yeah.
And so the letters were written in code.
Oh my god.
And Elizabeth first, she's pretty cluey, and she's got spies. So they're reading all the letters before they're getting to Mary Queen of Scots, and they are able to, debunk the code.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Can't have been a
Anyway,
very good code.
no, it can't have been very good at all. But turns out this bloke and Mary Queen of Scots were plotting against Elizabeth I to get her off the throne and to get Mary on it. So
Mm,
that is what sealed the deal for Elizabeth. She was like, right, this bitch is done.
yeah. Yeah, dog eat dog world, baby.
Mm-hmm. So finally, Elizabeth signs the deed for the death warrant.
Yeah.
And her secretary named Cecil,
Great name.
because she's still, it's not a nice thing to do, right? So he just like sneaks it in with a whole other heap of paperwork, and then as soon as she signs it, he rushes it down to the bloody execution office so she can't renege.
And then just like what, they bust out the guillotine and off they go?
Well, her execution is pretty cooked
Oh.
because she goes, it's the day of the execution, and she's got like a black cloak on, and then she takes off the black cloak, and she is wearing a red dress,
Love it.
which you would think is very like a statement piece, but at that time, red is the color of martyrdom in the Catholic Church.
Yep. She's really trying to Joan of Arc herself out here.
Yeah, exactly. So there was
Yeah.
a lot of gasping when she was wearing the red dress. Um,
Yeah.
and then let's not get into the details, but she gets beheaded. and she's wearing a red wig. But the executioner
Mm.
doesn't know this, so he lifts up her head to show everyone that he's killed her. But he just grabs the wig, and then her head like falls off the wig. And then also
Oh no.
she had her dog hidden in her skirt. So then there's this like little fucking yappy dog barking at everyone. I know.
I mean, it's not funny, but it is really funny.
I know. Um
Oh,
anyway, that's the story of Mary Queen of Scots.
wow. What an icon to the
I
very end.
I know. She's just doing it her way.
Wow. She's going to move up my dinner party list, I think.
Oh, do you think who's
Yeah,
currently at the top?
I haven't really thought about it. Um, if we're just doing royals, my top three would have to be Meghan, Fergie, and Mary.
Yeah, I think you could be right. I think I would definitely take Mary. Oh, can they be dead? Because I'd take Diana over Fergie.
Yeah. Well, if I picked Mary, yeah, they can be dead because, as we just discussed, she doesn't have a head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Diana's also a good choice, but I feel like she'd get too many invites that she wouldn't really be into it.
That's very true. Oh no, I mean,
Mm.
look, she'd love to tell that story. There's no doubt about
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was pretty good in that interview where she wore lots of eyeliner.
that.
You know that one? There are three people in my marriage or something.
Yeah, with that bloke, that naughty bloke.
Yeah, the bloke that we hate, bloody
What's his name?
Marty.
Martin Bashir.
Marty, who I
Yeah.
think might be very like terminally ill. Let me check up on him real quick.
Okay.
Not to go off topic, but just a Martin Bashir update. Uh, oh, he has to pay 2 million to charity over his deceitful interview.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. And also, apparently, Princess Diana believed that 75% of the profits of her interview would be donated, and they were not. What a
He's
jerk.
he's he's not good. He's got some bad karma coming
No.
his way.
Yeah. Yeah. That was great, mate. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Look, lots of info in there, but I've got one more fun fact about Mary Queen of Scots. She loved a bit of golf, and she actually introduced it to the French.
No way.
Yeah, and
A woman playing golf? That's crazy.
I know, right? And she coined the term caddy because she used to have these cadets who would carry her golf bag, and she called them caddies, and so that's where a caddy comes from.
Oh my god.
I know.
I am going to use that. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow and I'm going to pull that out.
It's good info, isn't it?
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah, I did get that off a golf website though, so I feel like maybe people in the golf world already know that.
Yeah. Okay. But I feel like the crossover between, well,
See how you go. Let us
yeah,
know.
yeah, I will. I'll report out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm wrapped with that. I'm wrapped with her. I want more of her energy in my life. And not the cousin marrying bit, but hiding a little dog in my skirts, I could pull that off.
Yeah, or the potentially killing your husband bit.
Well, if he deserved it.
Look out, producer Rob.
I think he's either pretending to be asleep or he's genuinely asleep.
Okay. Um. Okay, mate. We get real quick. We're going to play the page 10 game.
Love it. All right, what's our search?
Um, Mary Queen of Scots.
Great.
I found this real fun article because I've already done my homework.
Oh, okay. Go nuts.
Okay, it is a film review of Mary Queen of Scots.
I'm here for it.
Right, but it's on the RACQ Living website.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, was it a good review?
Yeah. Well, semi. But guys, if you don't know what the RACQ is, it's the Royal Automobile Club of Queensland. So they're the people that you call when you break down on the side of the road in Queensland, and they have
Yeah.
done a review of Mary Queen of Scots, and they say it's not bad, and they give it 3.5 stars.
Okay. Do they provide any reasoning as to their authority of their opinion? Because I'm just
Um,
struggling to find the crossover.
it says it struggles with the depiction of the passage of time.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we all struggle with time sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Which is, I mean, that's. I mean, it's hard. Also, like in those days, people looked old when they weren't that old. So they're probably trying to be
Mhm.
genuine. But they need to, relate it to today. Anyway,
Yeah, that's tough. And they wore weird makeup anyway.
yeah, yeah,
Like she would have been all about that white makeup, right? The
yeah,
that whole vibe.
yeah.
Yeah. I love her so much. I'm dirty that we don't hear more about her. You know, everyone's always banging on about Victoria. We name everything after Victoria. We don't name anything after Mary except other royals, which I suppose is something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Um,
You got anything fun on page 10?
let's see. Stirling Castle. Oh, I can do a tour of Stirling Castle, the birthplace or the childhood home of Mary Queen of Scots.
Amazing.
Uh, it's red brick, not grey. It's on a hill, and it's 38 miles due north of Edinburgh. And it looks, Scottish. There's like rolling hills, and if there are people in these shots, I'm sure they'd be ginger. And yeah, it looks great. Good for her.
We should definitely start mapping our tourist places to see next time we're in the
Oh,
UK.
mate, that's all good and well, but are they ever going to let you out of there?
Um, no. I mean, they're not even letting me out of my house still,
Yeah, yeah.
but we're
I
not talking
mean,
about it.
oh,
Remember,
okay,
dollar
sorry.
fines.
We're not talking about the Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Um, okay, well, yeah, we'll definitely plan our world tour later.
Our Royal World Tour.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Okay. I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Got anything else to say?
Um, just that we have some merch coming. I keep meaning to tell you about the merch and that I really truly am working on it. It's just it's kind of an artisan piece that we're working on, and so it requires a lot of like um minute details. But it's going to be great when there's a grand unveiling. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, mate, I can't wait. You just take your
I
time.
know.
Don't rush it. Don't rush the
Okay.
process.
Okay. Okay. Great. Um that yeah, that's all I got to say.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening. Go and check us out on the socials. Alke shares some really good stuff on the Facebook, so you should definitely jump in there. We're on Instagram, a little bit on Twitter. We've got YouTube. If you want to see the fully uncut edit of the podcast record, go and have a look. We
Oh.
have been told that we're very good at editing the pod after people watch the video, which is
Yeah.
flattering and insulting all at the same time.
Yep.
I think that's it. Go and sign up to the newsletter if you haven't already. And thanks for listening. See you all of a sudden.
Bye.